The digital world is at war. Cyber attacks are no longer the stuff of science fiction. They are a daily reality, and their targets are increasingly high stakes. Governments and corporations are squarely in the crosshairs, with critical infrastructure and sensitive data under constant threat. These attacks are not random acts of vandalism, they are sophisticated operations, often orchestrated by nation-states with the resources and motivation to inflict significant damage. The recent attacks on the U.S. Treasury and major telecom companies serve as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of our interconnected world. The attackers are relentless, constantly probing for weaknesses and exploiting vulnerabilities. The defenders, meanwhile, are often playing catch-up, struggling to keep pace with the rapid evolution of cyber threats. This asymmetry of power is a major concern, as it allows attackers to operate with relative impunity. On December 8, 2024, the U.S. Treasury Department, responsible for the nation's finances, suffered a major cyber attack. The perpetrators, believed to be identified as Chinese state-sponsored actors, exploited a vulnerability in software provided by Beyond Trust, a cybersecurity vendor. Using a stolen security key, they remotely accessed Treasury employees' unclassified workstations and documents. While no classified systems were compromised, this breach provided attackers with potentially sensitive data. The U.S. Treasury, FBI, and CISA are calling this a grave incident of cybersecurity. Quote from U.S. Treasury spokesperson, "We are treating this with the utmost seriousness and working around the clock to secure our systems." The Treasury breach was a major intelligence coup for Chinese and a stark demonstration of the vulnerability of even the most secure networks. Telecom companies, responsible for the critical infrastructure that underpins our communication networks, have also become prime targets for cyber attacks. In recent years, there have been numerous reports of Chinese hackers targeting telecom companies around the world, including in the United States. These attacks are often aimed at stealing intellectual property, conducting espionage, and gaining access to sensitive customer data. The implications of these attacks are significant. Compromising telecom networks could allow attackers to disrupt communications, intercept sensitive data, and even cripple critical infrastructure. A separate breach, investigated by the FBI in late 2024, targeted U.S. telecom giants like AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. The group behind this, known as Salt Typhoon, gained deep access to these networks, enabling them to geolocate millions of Americans and intercept phone calls, including those of senior U.S. officials. Section 4. The expanding threat landscape. The attacks on the United States Treasury and telecom companies are not isolated incidents. They are part of a broader trend of state-sponsored cyber attacks that are becoming increasingly frequent, sophisticated, and damaging. Nation-states are increasingly turning to cyberspace to achieve their political, economic, and military objectives. These attacks can have a devastating impact, disrupting critical infrastructure, undermining national security, and eroding trust in institutions. As our reliance on technology grows, so too does our vulnerability to cyber attacks. The threat landscape is constantly evolving, and new threats are emerging all the time. It is essential that we remain vigilant and take steps to protect ourselves. Section 5. Staying safe in a connected world. In this hyper-connected age, cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility. There are several steps individuals can take to protect themselves from cyber threats. Use strong, unique passwords for all online accounts. Be wary of phishing emails and suspicious links. Keep software updated with the latest security patches, and use a reputable antivirus and anti-malware software. Education and awareness are also crucial. Stay informed about the latest cyber threats and best practices for staying safe online. The fight against cyber threats requires a collective effort. Governments, businesses, and individuals must work together to share information, develop new defenses, and hold attackers accountable. The future of our digital world depends on it.